Hello. Today we're going to fill in a scratch on the deck lid on a Corvette. There's a small scratch. So a lot of people get little scratches like this. So somebody probably put fuel in the car, and this is the fuel lid on a C4 Corvette. And somebody probably hit it with something, maybe the fuel nozzle. So today we're going to take care of that. So you'll need a little bit of rubbing alcohol just to clean the surface if you had it waxed. Then you need a touch-up. You can do a Dupli-Color type of touch-up that matches your paint code for your car. So we're going to go ahead and prep the surface. So when we clean the surface, what that's going to do is make sure that you get any wax residue, grease, anything off of the surface right there, so that the paint will have a good surface to stick to. Then you're going to take your color match, shake it up real good. So these color pens from Dupli-Color come with a tip on the inside that you could use like a pen, and you can dab in with a pen, like a pen, to fill in your hole. Or it also comes with a brush that you can use, and if you unscrew it, right, you've got a brush on the inside and you can brush it on. So I'm going to go ahead and brush it on, and I like to do like a razor blade. And what I like to do is I like to take that razor blade and just kind of run it over there to smooth it out even. Because later what I'll do is I'll buff that spot so it's nice and flush. I'll take my razor blade and I like to run that across there. I'll take a finger, rub off any excess. And I'll do that a couple of times. So the first time I'll let it sit and I'll let it dry. So this was after just one setting, and you can see it's already less noticeable. If you get a little closer, it's still there. So I'm going to build it up a little bit more after this dries. The other thing with these Dupli-Colors, they come with a clear on the inside so that you can use the clear coat after you do your application. I actually saw this technique with the razor blade from somebody else. Alright, so I'm going to let that set up again. Now you can see that I've built the spot in, filled it in a couple of times. And so you can now just barely see it. It's a little higher, a little lower. And so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to let this dry for a little bit. And then we're going to take a polishing compound and we're going to polish over that. And then we can fill it in with a little bit of clear that comes in the kit. Now that we let it dry, what we're going to do is we're going to take some rubbing compound, put it on a little rag, and we're really going to feather this, smooth it all out before I apply some sort of clear coat on there. And the clear coat is on the other end inside here. So let's get some polishing compound on here. And of course, there's a lot of different people that have different processes that work for them. And this is just one that seems to work for me. You can even take like a 2000 sandpaper and sand it. So after really working on it with the polish, my main objective is just to make it a whole lot less noticeable. So as you can see from the beginning of the video, you could easily see it. And I'm gonna work on this other section a little bit more right here. But that's my method, and it helps kind of hide the scratches. When you're not dealing with a show car, but just a nice daily driver, and you want to keep your ride looking good. And this is just 12 inches away. You can't even hardly tell. Hope this helps you guys. Thanks.